But wrestling in Toronto only drew small crowds of 3,500 people on a good day, and Tiger was struggling to make $100 a week. So his father called him back to the comfortable farm life in India. Tiger's father had another reason for his summons. It was time to introduce his son to the future Tigress. Sukhjit Kaur, a wispy 17-year-old champion athlete who lived in a small town in rural Punjab.
They told me he's a wrestler, but it was a big shock. I didn't know what is wrestling, what the wrestler looked like. But I just remember one wrestler, long time ago, we were on kids. We used to go for a walk, and we used to watch one guy doing, those exercise and going the picking and the weights. Oh, we used to get scared. We used to look at him and run. So they told me he's a wrestler, but when I saw his picture, he wasn't that kind of wrestler which I picture like wrestlers used to be, all big and fat. But he was totally different than the other wrestlers, muscular body and fit. And those days we just thought whatever the parents doing, it's good for the kids. And my parents, I trusted them what they're doing, so I like the looks too. He was good looking, still he is, but at that time he was.
When Tiger was in India, a new phenomenon had hit the wrestling scene in Canada.
Oh, the Sheik, I don't know how you could forget the Sheik. He was one of those guys that I saw when I was really young, and he just blew my mind. Because back then, there weren't a lot of, really nasty brawler guys. Most of it was very athletic-based, and it stayed in the ring, not the Sheik. Sheik would come out, and he'd already get people all wound up because he would have his turban on, and he'd put down his little prayer rug, and he'd bow in the corner to Allah and all that kind of stuff. Of course, the Americans, they're all just wound up over that. He would always have the foreign object. He would be gouging the guy in the forehead behind the ref's back, and the fans, of course, booing him. And he would always win his matches through cheating, and he used fireballs. They had this little powder that they used to use, and they'd put it in their hands and go like this, and it looked like he fireballed the guy. Really, the Sheik probably was the quintessential heel of that period. He really was.
The Sheik injected much-needed adrenaline to wrestling. He drew major crowds to the Maple Leaf Gardens, providing fans with the spectacle and drama they craved. But the Sheik was a heel, and the fans wanted to see him defeated.
Then the Sheik, he came after me. I was the villain when I left for India. He replaced me. He was the most dangerous, the most known name, the most hated guy in Canada. He was the main event, He was selling out everything. Wherever he go, the name was so big, He was making money. And I was undefeated when I left, So that's the time Mr. Frank Tenney, and he called me in India, He said, Tiger, the time you were here, there was no money, The money is right now. Come back,
There was the natural adversaries in guys like the Sheik, who was also billed as the U.S. champion, that you had the natural two bulls that were aiming for each other, that eventually they would clash, and the fans would then be drawn to see that kind of match.
The place was sold out. 20,000 people at the Maple Leaf Garden,
Tiger, Jeet Singh, and his opponent, who's already come ringside, in a bit of confusion here in the arena, the United States heavyweight champion, the Sheik.
The Sheik versus Tiger Jeet Singh in a cage bout. This is the one that Canadian fans have been waiting for some time.
Same night, my wife, she was in the hospital. That time, my son, Mickey, he was born on Tuesday. So they had to keep him in the hospital. The bill came to $90. I had no overhead. So I was worried. I said, where the hell am I going to pay this $90? You know? And they used to pay us every night. Frank, and he took me inside. He gave me a check of $6,800. I said, that's too much. Can't be my money because I was used to making $100 a week for 3-4 wrestling shows, like $25 each. He gave me a big hug. He said, son, it's all yours.
Our cameraman capture the Sheik in a rather disgusting pose.
I ran to the hospital to see my wife and my son. And first thing I said, God is great. He has given us everything now. I bought my first Cadillac, $5,400 cash. So I brought my son in that Cadillac home, you know. And after that, I never looked back, you know.
The United States heavyweight champion, Tiger Jeet Singh.
You've just seen the most controversial match known to wrestling.
Special training now, I'm pushing very hard, you know. See, Japan is always tough because it's not like any other wrestling, what you see here, you know. Over there, you gotta fight for your life. Fight to survive, you know.
How much is that?
That's heavy. The weight don't talk, you know. You need somebody to push you. That's what a lot of people ask me, Tiger, how do you keep yourself so young, you know? That's the key. That's the secret.
Come on, Tiger. Come on.
Yes.
What are you going to show? You're a tiger or a pussycat?
Yeah,
Huh?
I'm a tiger.
Okay, let me see it.
I'm here.
Come on. Where are we going?
Come on. We gotta go to Tokyo.
Oh, Tokyo.
Destroy those Japanese guys.
We're going to snap them in 2 chopsticks. We'll break them in half. Huh? And who are we going to destroy in Nagoya?
Anybody.
Anyone that comes.
Anybody come on the path, he will destroy him.
There you go. Come on.
Tiger is coming.
There you're coming.
Watch out.
Watch out.
Here we are.
Come on, here's the champ.
Here we are. I think I'm going to have a very tough competition, but I'm very happy. I got beautiful children who are pushing me very hard. They're getting me prepared for Japan right now. It's tough, but you have to do it.